to the concert portion of the show. Again, my name is Josh Jackson. I'm the director of band here at Maumelle High School. Thank you for sticking around for our concert portion. I think I just had my monthly workout. Good Lord. Of course, this is we're calling this the Maumelle High School Symphonic Band. Guys, these students have worked extremely hard this fall, and man, they did their program in school extremely proud. These students earned a straight first division superior rating at Region Marching Assessment, where they also hosted it here at our stadium at Maumelle High School. So let's give a hand for that. That also qualified them to compete in the state marching contest under the classification of 5A, and they did they had their best run basically, and just the smiles on their faces, how well they played and marched, it was awesome. I mean, it was so much fun just watching them out there having fun, doing their best, and it was really cool because when we got our ratings, so it didn't really matter. However, we got 5th in music, which was really cool. It's all about playing for me. So for them to just keep getting better and better and having their best run at state, that was awesome. So let's give them a hand for that. Of course, the first piece you just heard was Carol of the Bells. That was arranged by Sean O'Loughlin. It's originally called the Ukrainian Bell Carol. It's written in 1914, and it's been arranged over 300 times for different ensembles, but originally it was a choir piece. It was a cappella, which is really neat. The next piece we're going to play for you is entitled Old English Carol by Randall Standards, and it plays a very soothing tribute to a Coventry carol. Okay, a Coventry carol is from 16th century England, so we're going way back. It's not a very joyful holiday tune, to be honest with you. The Coventry Carol was basically, the story behind that was in the 16th century over in Europe, many plagues and sickness was going around. And the Coventry Carol was a song that many mothers would sing to their children when they knew that they weren't doing well. And so Randall Standards wanted to take this piece and arrange it for concert band. And from his program notes, this is kind of neat. He states, no matter how bleak, stressful, or dim one's life may feel or be, there's always light, happiness, and joy in the end. And I was like, man, it's really cool. And you're going to hear that. It's going to be sad. It's going to be sorrowful. But at the end, you'll hear that light come out. So we hope you enjoy an Old English Carol. Okay, now it's time to change gears a little bit, get a little happy. J. Rod Hall is a very young composer, just recently turned 30, and he is taking the composing and band world by storm, ladies and gentlemen. Toboggan is our next tune, and it's basically, it's written for exactly what the title says. The composer paints this story of a young boy waking up on a very cold morning with fresh snow on the ground, and he's ready to try downhill sledding for the first time. Never done it before. So, in this piece, this is what you're going to hear. You're going to hear him waking up. You're going to hear him getting ready, kind of groggy. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see the children on top of the hill, racing up and down, whatever kind of sled they can get their hands on. And then my favorite part of the whole piece, when he realizes, after he goes down the hill, he's got to take that sled right back up. Oh. And then it ends with him just having a blast, going right back down that hill. So we hope you enjoyed Toboggan by J. Rod Hall. Had a couple of soloists in there. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm awful at like, oh, this person has a solo, this person has a solo, because I get so into the music and everything. And it's like my wife says, I never introduce her to people. And so like, if I introduce y'all to my wife like 7 times, it means I'm trying. Okay, so, all right, so before we get to the last piece, I've got to thank a few people for this semester because guys, this is not happening without some sponsors and volunteers we've had this semester, and they need their due. So they've made these past few months just awesome and special. And so first, and he's not going to like this, but he's going to have to get over this. I want to acknowledge Dr. Dustin Wallace and Maumelle Family Dentistry. To put it very simply, I had to write this down. Dr. Wallace is Maumelle Bands. He's been a long time advocate, often an actual band member, right guys? Likes to play, and he's also one of our biggest supporters for many, many years. Thanks to Maumelle Family Dentistry, we have a beautiful new 24-foot covered trailer we can use for our games and contests. And we are proud to have that beautiful logo with the cool teeth on the back as we go to our next events. He doesn't like the spotlight at all, but I believe he deserves a big round of applause for all he's done for us over the years. Also, we want to thank another sponsor we had this fall was Splash Car Wash. Mr. Roland Chege and Splash Car Wash, you know, they opened up that really cool facility over there. I think it was at the old neighborhood market. If you haven't been over there, it's awesome. It's it's kind of cool. You actually drive in where the produce section was. It's really neat. It's we want to thank them with their gratitude. They helped us get a really nice utility trailer to haul our props and podiums over to. So let's give them a hand. We also, I think I saw him earlier, Mike from Ocean Extreme. The next piece that you're going to hear, our last piece, I called him up out of the blue and said, hey man, I heard you have a really nice shop. Can I borrow a couple of scuba tanks? He's like, I got scuba tanks. So he let us borrow a couple of those, and for our next piece, you're going to hear him. It's really, really neat. So thanks, Mike, for that. To our band parents, folks, we have the strongest, most supportive core of band parents I've ever been associated with since many years I've directed. Okay? The Maumelle band boosters are the reason that what you see on this stage works. They work behind the scenes during contests, games, whatever I ask of them. Actually, most of the time, because I'm new, they come up and say, what do you need? And it's humbling. It's really, really humbling. And they, like I said, they're in the concession stands. They do just about anything for our kids. And if you're a parent that's volunteered this fall for our kiddos, please do me a huge favor and stand so we can acknowledge you guys. To our booster board members, thank you. Thanks for everything. If you're interested in volunteering, you're already qualified to do so. You're a parent. You are, like I said, you're the reason why these kiddos sound so awesome. You heard the beginning sounds way back when, right? You have struggled through that. So we need your help. We would love for you to come up to one of our parents, one of us, one of the directors, and say, hey, what can I do? And we will find you something to do because, like I said, we have the best core group of parents that I have ever been associated with. And I'm really, really grateful for that. Next up, real quick, I got to personally thank Mr. Meadows and Mr. Williamson. Okay, I've had a blast working with them, with you guys this year. Where are you at? Stand up. Meadows and Williamson, stand up. Let's give them a hand, guys. Meadows did stand up, right? Yes, I got one in. All right. Yeah. Hey, you know, even though they do have a couple of years on me, okay, and I told them they have to hang out with me for the next 11 years, no matter what, so we can retire together. Because I promise you, when I'm about to retire, I do not want to train any new people. I want to hang with these guys. They've done a great job. They've put up with me. And I just thank y'all very much. Thank you guys. Finally, To the kiddos on stage, thank you from myself, Mr. Meadows, and Mr. Williamson. This has been a great first part of the year, okay? Overall, it really, really has. And I look forward to how far we can, how much we can become better this next semester. I'm ready to go to work again. Y'all think I'm crazy, but I am. I want to thank each and every one of you for putting up with me, my awful jokes, my sudden temper tantrums when it's needed. I think I had one this morning, okay? But guys, thank you for putting up with this new guy and trusting the process. And seniors, thank you so much for really putting up with me, because you guys had a sudden change for your last year of school. And you trusted the process, and we've gotten a lot better. And I really, really appreciate you guys. So anyway, we're going to get to the last two. Our final piece is I Saw Three Ships. It's a fun dance-like tune that starts with one sailor waking up on the deck of this old rickety ship. Okay? And he starts realizing, hey, wait, it's Christmas morning. And he starts to sing. And suddenly other sailors start waking up and start singing. It sounds like a Disney movie, doesn't it? Okay? They start celebrating, they start singing, it gets louder and louder, and all of a sudden at the very end they raise their glasses. And I'm certain it's filled up with Dr. Pepper, right guys? Yes. Okay, so thank you so much for coming out tonight, supporting our kids, and I hope you enjoy I Saw Three Ships.